Alright, so what I've done so far today is I've created a slime with, it has, if I just go into we're going to this, so far it's just a cube, it has all the same kind of hitboxes as my sword, and what it does is, if you look at the code, it can basically jump towards you, and if I just show you the code now, basically it jumps towards you and it looks at your position and will slowly jump your way towards there, although it's not the best, but it's trying its hardest, so don't bully it. And when you walk into it you take damage, but when it's in the air the collider turned off, so it only does damage to you when it's on the ground. Next bit is I want to add these projectiles. I can show you what I'm doing. I have an event which basically is called, which will be called after once it reaches the ground, it will hit the ground and then it'll call an event. And the first one I'm going to do is that for this specific slime it's going to shoot one projectile which aims in your general direction. Alright, so now the slime has a projectile point because I forgot to do that and I needed one of those. And when the code runs, it now basically, when it jumps and lands, it spawns a projectile. So now I just need to make the projectile shoot in the general random direction of the player. So now I add this line, which basically means that when it lands, it looks at where the player is and then it shoots a projectile. Oh, but yeah, the collision doesn't actually work yet, which is something I need to fix, which I believe is actually really easy. Alright, I fixed it and it was really done, basically speaking. When I run the game, basically, once the enemy moves, shoots a projectile at me, I take damage. The next thing I need to do is add another upgrade. That should be pretty simple. When hit, all projectiles get destroyed on the map. My original idea was to basically have a child class of my play hit script, so that I overwrite whenever I get hit, so that it destroys all projectiles. This didn't work. I'm not too sure why, I'm gonna be honest, and at this point I don't really care. I'm still very new to this sort of thing. So instead what I did was I add a listen to an event which is called whenever the player is hit. So in a separate script, which is for my destroy projectiles upgrade, it listens out for when that event is called, and then once that event is listened to, it will destroy all projectiles. So now if I show you, if I get another upgrade, all projectiles get destroyed. Oops. And now the final thing that I'm adding is the invincibility upgrade. This is really simple because I'm just using scripts or objects for my upgrades. Basically, I'm just going to increase invincibility time because that's just a variable. I can just decrease it by a static amount. And that will be everything for this vlog. I'm keeping it quite short because I like doing work very spontaneously, so it means I just don't have a massive backlog of things that I need to worry about. But if you've enjoyed this, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Any support will be greatly appreciated. And remember, if this is something that you might be interested in playing, then check the description down below. I need to basically give some time before I can actually post links in my description. But if you just follow tristy.itch.io, then you can play the game there. For the next devlog, I'm planning on mostly working on some art and animations. That'll be like the next big thing I think I'm going to be working on. But yeah, without all the way, have a good evening, or morning, or afternoon, I don't know.